I mean, if we're talking other like robot suit games that I like, just hop onto your browser and search for Shogo Mobile Armor Division. I think it's Shogo. It might be Shogun. Not overly sure. I think that's what it's called. That'd be a tragedy if I'm not even remembering the name right. You've got great big sections of the game where you're in the robot suit, but you can also get out and be the guy and do some combat that way. It's absolutely boss. So old as well. For such a good game that was absolute tight gameplay, it's surprising like how long ago it is. I don't know if links are enabled on my channel. I think I had them turned off because like 11 years ago there'd just be people just posting like nudity and things linked straight into the channel, so I was just like, well, I don't have a team of moderators and I can't really cope with this by myself. Try and see if links are allowed, I guess, and then we'll know, because I can't remember. Or maybe you could just you know, post it without the www dot at the beginning, and then maybe that'll work. I thought it was inside the dungeon. I'm like walking around out in the middle of nowhere. I thought, oh, this is a cool dungeon. But I'm out in the world. Does it not even work without the www dot beginning? Okay, well, if it doesn't take me too long to find the setting, I'll like Alt-Tab, open up Firefox, which hopefully won't explode the universe, go into my Twitch, enable the whatevers. Would that be under Stream Manager, I wonder? Oop, don't laser me, game. Settings, stream, maybe moderation. I don't know where to find this stuff. Ah, ban hyperlinks. Off. Is there a save button on the page? I don't think so. Yeah, where's this lightning thing going? Try a links now. You'd be helping me out, actually, because I have wanted to turn this back on. Okay, well, it says link deleted on my mobile phone, but on the rest of the page, it works. So cool. Yeah, sorry about that. Didn't mean to be weird, but like 11 years ago, that was what people did on Twitch. Find a channel without links removed, and then here I am naked, or here is some random naked person. Maybe that's still a thing today. But yeah, speaking of Macross Robotech, there was a game for that on the PlayStation 2 that was actually really quite good, and I was so upset that they didn't sell enough, it seems, to make a sequel, or they had no interest in making a sequel. But you could use all three sort of modes of the Veritech robot/plane, where you could have it as the plane, the robot, and the halfway in between mode where it was kind of the plane, but it had arms, which was kind of handy for a lot of missions and things. And it was so cool. It actually played really, really well. There was one mission on it that was from the Macross/Robotech movie where you have to protect another kind of vehicle in space called the Cat's Eye, which is like a kind of like radar that they were using to scan for the enemies. And I think it is just called Robotech. I mean, I think if you search for Robotech PlayStation 2, it'll come right on up there. But yeah, there was an escort mission where you had to protect the Cat's Eye, which is part of the film, and it was just almost impossible. The difficulty of that mission compared to every other mission in the game was just scaled out of this world. It was mad. I don't know how it went through playtesting at that difficult. But I have it. I have the PlayStation 2 disc upstairs. And the nice thing about England, of course, is that for our laws on emulation and things, like whether it's legal, illegal, and everything else, in the UK we're allowed to have one backup on any other type of media, of any media that you purchase. So if I buy a tape, I'm allowed to have one backup MP3 of that song. If you buy a PlayStation game, you're allowed to have one backup ROM or whatever they're called of it and use it on a PC. And it's totally legal, and that's great. So at some point, I will hope that the emulators have got even better at emulating that game. That game used to have problems with the frame rate, like the gameplay was tied to the frame rate really heavily. So all the voice actors' voices would go really low. And then speed up and go super high-pitched as well when it's sped up and slowed down. But if that game is now playable on an emulator, I'll get a full YouTube recording of me playing through that, because that thing was amazing. Also, spiders everywhere. Good God. Yeah, you know, the BBC, it's such a weird situation. Like they literally hire this third-party company to go and collect for them, and these guys are basically thugs. They're like, you know, pay us or we'll break your legs kind of guys, and then they pretend to be the police, like I mentioned earlier, and it's just stupid. It's not very much of a free company. We're a bit more of a police state in the UK than people believe. There is no freedom of speech in the UK. If you say something that's just generally upsetting people, you can be arrested for that, you know, just because you're bothering people. It's not, you don't have freedom of speech in the UK at all. People make that mistake when they get caught doing stuff. They were like, what about my freedoms? Well, that's America, sorry. You see it on TV and movies all the time, but that's not this country. You don't have those freedoms. Ooh. Don't want to get hit by that. Yeah, I'm just in a bit of a weird situation where, you know, I don't have lots of extra money, and I don't own a TV, so even if I could stop the very annoying letters that they keep on sending me, I wouldn't buy a TV license. I'm happy enough with my internet media. Thank you very much. I don't need something outdated like the BBC for my news or my shows or anything. That's old people stuff. If I just keep denying that I'm getting older, I'll stay forever young. You know, I can't see any holes in that plan. Like, it's flawless. If you don't believe you're old, you won't be old. Yeah. Just sing things till it's true. That's how it works in Disney movies, right? You just sing about what you want to happen, and there you go. Good ending achieved. Oh god, why am I in the explosion? I don't need to loot that badly. But yeah, you know, just quickly while I'm on Disney, best song in any Disney anything. Aladdin 2, Return to Jafar, and when Iago the parrot decides that he's quit, he's gonna betray Jafar and just do his own thing. And he's talking about how he's sick, he's had it, he hates to be dramatic, but now he's gonna fly the coop, and there it is. That's, you know, top tier list Disney songs. That's the top one. And there we go, level 7 and quite a bit. Go Glyph go. Yeah, I do like Timon and Pumbaa. They are a pretty good combo. It's up there, definitely on my list. For reals. There's one of the films that I didn't see that was like the Hunchback of Notre Dame or something. And although I haven't seen the film, there was some kind of remix on YouTube of a character called Gaston, I believe. And it was just mind-blowingly hilarious. So even though I haven't seen that particular movie, I guess his song would be up there for me. If I put this in here and see the preview, yeah, the number goes up for this one. Let's find out what our best pulverize damage scaler is. See if we need that. Oh, it's Gaston and Beauty and the Beast. Okay, well that's another one that I haven't seen. I haven't seen the Notre Dame Hunchback or Beauty and the Beast. Just didn't go to the cinema to see those at the time they were out, and then I don't really have any nephews or nieces that I've sat there and watched any of this stuff with, which is a great excuse to watch anything like that when you're older, else it's a bit strange. So let's see, 1730. What can I do out of the book? It's been a while since I've been in the book. Wow, was it pulverize? Yeah, I can already do 2110. There's no way I need this version. The book. the book will set us free from inventory space issues. Yeah, I mean, what I just saw in the book was kind of out of this world compared to this divided by 2. I had been noticing that the book was kind of good, because sometimes there's things like, well, it was actually like that, and then also the amount that you can get from the Earth barrier shield has been leveling up with me as I go. Oh, wow, you teach elementary. Cool. I know a teacher. Right, I did decide that I hated resource burn, so we're not gonna use that.